What is up, guys?
Welcome back. We are back after several weeks of being off.
So
Yeah,
we decided that we'd take a little break after our 20th episode, uh, get our ducks in a row in our personal lives, and then come back. And let's just say that that was probably a mistake because we got a lot to talk about.
yeah, too much. I don't think we've ever had this many episodes at once to talk about.
No,
Yeah,
definitely not.
yeah, so that was a mistake.
So I will say
No more
that
than a week off at
yeah,
at a time from now
exactly.
on.
So we're still watching and talking about Gachiakata, Don to Don, and Kaiju number 8. Those are the big three we're talking about. Um, let's just say that my favorite in the past few weeks has been Gachiakata.
Really?
Yeah, yes, it has. I mean, Kaiju number 8
Really?
obviously has
I
been
was gonna say,
badass,
I was gonna
but
say, Kaiju number 8 was my favorite of these last couple weeks.
it's been badass. But what I like about
Okay.
Gachiakata
Yeah.
is then, like I said, probably because it's still like, kind of like a new
New. Yeah.
universe. We get to see more of the ground level of the world, right? And then kind of, what would you call them? What did they call them? So like the bad
Oh, the
guys,
Raiders.
the Raiders, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to finally see, some villainous characters, not just
Oh, sorry.
monsters.
Yeah.
Bless you. And so we get to see like kind of like the contrast there of characters, and the Raiders, as you would expect, are pretty insane, right?
Yeah, and I've heard that the majority of villains that we see throughout the series are going to be like other humans, not monsters.
And see, I like that. That's good. God bless you. Must be a dusty room. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, we haven't been in here so long.
You got to build your immunity back up. So, with that being said, I want to talk about Gachiakata first.
Sure, that's the one that I watched
Like
the
2
longest
weeks ago.
ago. So yeah, that makes yeah. Let's go ahead and just knock that out of the way.
Yeah. So, basically, the last few episodes, Rudo, goes out on this. What would you call it? Well, he gets to meet everybody, right?
Yeah,
Beforehand.
he meets all the
And
cleaners.
there's like this get together, like dinner or whatever.
Yeah, they do like a welcome party or whatever, which is really just an excuse for all of them to get drunk, you
Yeah.
know. But
It is, but it was
yeah,
nice of them to do
it
that
was
for
nice.
Rudo.
Yeah,
And Rudo was kind of being like antisocial or whatever.
yeah.
But then that support character, what was his name?
It's like Grizzle, Grissom.
Sorry.
Look up Gris. I bet you find it. Just type in Gris.
Let me scroll up. Griffs. Yep, you're right.
I told
It
you.
was Griffs. So some of the one of the support characters, Gris, he actually became like
I
kind of like a main point in the show.
yeah yeah. Unfortunately, too.
Yeah. But so I mean, he doesn't have any powers or anything. He's just really strong, and but he was the one that really welcomed Rudo in the most genuine way.
Yeah.
Um, and he's very down to earth and just like welcomed him with open arms, even when everybody else was. I would say a lot of them were kind of standoffish.
Yeah, just distrusting
Yeah,
of him, just
which I mean that's
because of his
understandable.
origins and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being a spherite and all, uh, but anyway, so I mean, this guy really kind of shows out his character in these last few episodes. But they end up going out on like this expedition or whatever to. Uh, it was obviously like a trick and a trap, right? So, and I kind of knew that from the start. It was like this woman said that one of her, like, what was it, family members were like stuck or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And and they didn't know if Rudo should go or not because it had to be. It was like another spherite, or no, that's what it was.
It was yeah.
They said there was another spherite.
Had come down
Yeah,
like from the sphere.
and so obviously, being having common sense, you would think, okay, well, they're probably trying to trap Rudo and like egg him on to come out there. You
I
know what I
don't know.
mean?
Okay, but
Because that's immediately
I
what
mean,
I thought.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
so my thought, which I think is what they were thinking too, okay, is there's probably thousands, if not hundreds of thousands or millions of people up on the sphere, right? Surely not all of them know this Rudo kid. My thought was whatever is about to happen with this other sphere, right, that came down, having Rudo there as like somebody who has something in common with the other spherite might help that first contact go a little easier, you know? Because people are very distrusting of spherites and
Yeah.
probably vice versa. So having somebody who's from the sphere to communicate with them, you know, when they first meet would, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
I thought it made
That's
sense.
true.
I thought it made
That
sense.
does make sense. I guess I just didn't think that way. So,
I mean, you ended up, I mean, you're right. You were right. You know, like
um, so, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was a trap or whatever, but, especially once they got there, that woman did not look right.
no, now I agree with that. She definitely, and it could just be the character
She
designs because
was
they
like,
all look a
"Oh,
little
it's
weird, but
just
like,
over here. Yeah,
yeah,
he's just over here, and you need to follow me." And it's like, okay, and then she's like, "Oh, he's in there." Then this
yeah.
freaking abandoned building. It's like, what? Come on now.
What is he doing in
Right,
there?
exactly. Why doesn't he just come out? Uh, so obviously, it was a trap set by the Raiders. We get to meet the guy that we saw in the previous episodes, who we thought could be the big bad of the series, but obviously he's not. We come to find out he's not, but it was Jabberwonger. What a name.
Is that any relation to Jabberwocky,
Jabber. That's what I
the dance
thought.
crew?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. But this guy is like he basically is the one that kind of got the information by torturing one of the first like guys that Rudo ran into on the ground that were trying to kidnap him. They basically tortured him into giving him information about Rudo as being a spirit and everything.
Yeah.
Um, so that's how the Raiders knew about him. And but I thought, you know, being so coy with his identity and stuff in that episode, that he was going to be like the big bad or like the boss, kind of calling the shots.
Maybe
But
you don't usually bring in the big boss this early.
he's not. He's just extremely badass and insanely crazy. He seems to be kind of well, maybe not even a leader. He's just maybe one of the stronger raiders. He doesn't even seem like a real
Yeah, no,
actual leader.
he just seems like he's a tough raider.
Yeah. So, but anyway, they obviously get trapped. They get like sunk into this hole, and then they're trapped in like this underground. I guess would you call it like probably like a lost like civilization or what? It reminded me of like kind of like Egyptian-esque. Like there's columns everywhere.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like the ruins in like Skyrim, you know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that just a previous, you
Yeah,
know,
like
last
the
civilization,
Dwemer
yeah,
ruins. Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah,
yeah. So, but basically they're trapped at this point, and they're like surrounded by these raiders, and these raiders are also what you would call what givers,
yeah. They
because
also
they
have like the powers to give some kind of inanimate object, you know, some kind of supernatural
like a
ability.
soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so basically, and only one giver came with them besides Ruda. It was what was his name, Zonka,
Yeah, the dude with
the staff,
the staff, the one who's been like
the
his
trainer.
trainer, yeah.
Yeah. So, and Engine was supposed to go with them, uh, but apparently he went out on some other thing. I think if he would have went, then they wouldn't have had as many issues.
Well, yeah, but I
Because the
mean,
Engine is apparently extremely like powerful, one of the most powerful cleaners. But
well, that's what you do. I mean, you don't send Satoru Gojo out at the beginning of the fight. You know, you wait
I
until
know,
the students are struggling, and then you swoop in and act all
and save the
badass.
day.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what you do when you're a mentor. like Gojo or Kakashi.
But out of these raiders, the real standout and seemed to be the one that was well in charge of kidnapping Rudo, Jabber. He is just like an insane maniac, a druggie
Yeah.
who has like these dreads. And I don't even know, like, how would you describe how he talks too? He's like very like laid back
Yeah,
and but
I was thinking of
insane at the same
I was
time.
thinking about his accent. I was trying to place like where it's from, but I couldn't. But I mean, he's got just like a I don't know, real life accent from
Yeah,
somewhere, but it's not like I don't know, you wouldn't expect to have found that in a Japanese anime,
right.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this dude, he has his treasured items are what would you call them? Like almost like Wolverine
Yeah, they're like
claws,
Wolverine claws.
or like Freddy Krueger. Uh,
Yeah, more like that
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
So he's basically got these like, I guess you would call them like gloves or like attachments, and then there's like really sharp like claws that come out, and they're laced with a neurotoxin.
Yeah. That's the big
Yeah.
thing for him.
So while Rudo and all them were trying to escape, Zonka stayed back with other supporting characters to take this guy on, and obviously failed.
Yeah.
And he didn't even get. I don't even think he got scratched that much. I mean, he looked beat up, but as far as scratched, he didn't get like uh, I don't know, sliced up too bad. He just
No,
because so it seems like Jabber was really just kind of like fucking with him a little
yeah,
bit.
no, what I think happened, he probably they exchanged a few blows and then Jabber hit him with the
The neuro-
immobilizing toxin.
Yeah.
And so he just stopped moving and it just took him out
Yeah.
of the fight for a few
So it
minutes.
basically like paralyzes you.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure like in small doses it paralyzes you. Maybe in large doses it'll kill you. But so Zonka was out of the fight. And then Jabber comes in really quickly and faces the two supporting characters and Rudo, and they as they were trying to escape, Grease and the other guy, follow, follow, follow.
I'm not sure. I don't remember
But
how to pronounce it.
very quickly, Grease gets a really deadly
He gets
injury.
he gets
Like it's like almost fake.
he
Right.
gets gutted.
It gets gutted, basically.
He gets gutted.
And it was weird because it was just like during the dialogue too. It was like just while they were talking, it's like he just walked up and just did this.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Like they didn't try to stop it or anything. It just happened so quickly.
Well, Rudo didn't know because he was still talking to him like don't help like get
Well, I'm
in the
saying
way.
Grease didn't
Oh.
try anything to stop it either. I was hoping that Grease would have gotten a couple licks in. Um,
Oh no,
because of just the shit talking that was coming from Jabber.
I
But
knew he wasn't going to.
I was hoping. But what was really cool with that is that Grease really sacrificed his. I guess it would be his treasured item if he was a giver. It was like this palm like medallion almost. And it like flew out and Rudo caught it and turned it into a treasured item that he could harness, which turned out to be extremely badass. It looked so cool. I was just hoping that it would have been able to do a little bit more. But I
Yeah.
understand the concept behind it.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like it'll defend you from like ill intent or like murderous intent, because basically the treasured item was about like nobody getting hurt and stuff like that. So it couldn't attack or anything. It looked menacing, right? But it couldn't attack or anything like that. So, but it was really cool because it had like a single eye, yeah, on the like the top of it, and the eye could immobilize you and like move you
Yeah.
to like a different point in the area, if you were trying to have malicious and murderous intent on the person that was wielding it, that being Rudo. And so with that, Rudo kind of had the upper hand because no matter how close Jabber got to slicing up Rudo,
He couldn't actually touch
he
him.
couldn't touch him, and so Rudo would just start beating the shit out of him,
Yep.
punch by punch every single time. But Jabber, I guess, being intelligent, uh, just a crazy intelligent, figured it out what was going on. So him being this, God, it's so crazy. Him being like this psychotic dude, injected himself with his neurotoxin so that he became mindless.
Yeah.
So there was no intent behind his attacks.
Yeah, so it couldn't be predicted.
So yeah, so it couldn't be predicted or stopped. Um, so he was mindless, and he just, so Rudo's treasured item at that point couldn't save him or couldn't protect him.
Yeah, but then Zonka joins back up in the fight, but he's still a little, messed up from his last fight.
Yeah, he's a
so
little fucked up.
So he couldn't move.
He had poison in him. I mean,
Yeah. So I thought this was a pretty clever tactic they used to get around him being immobilized. Is all he had to do was just take a swing at Rudo with the intent to hurt him, and Rudo's thing would move him to where Jabber was, and he could attack him instead.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
It was very cool. But in the end,
still didn't work though.
No, it didn't work. Jabber still, got him, injected him with more neurotoxin, and he said that his left claw can heal him.
No,
or not heal him. What was it?
It just
makes the pain go away.
It makes it to where he can't feel anything. Yeah.
All right, sorry, because he said no, not heal.
Yeah, just numbs him.
Yeah, just kind of numbs him from the pain. So, I mean, his tactics were pretty clever. I will say that. But he ended up getting Rudo in the end. And of course, I was thinking at that point, obviously, I knew this was going to happen, right? Because it makes for a good story. And I guess maybe we can finally see who the actual boss is when he takes Rudo to him.
Yeah.
But then we get a surprise, which was pretty cool. I'm actually glad this happened because I think Engine is super badass. So they get out of this while he's carrying Rudo. Jabber gets out of the hole or the ruins, and just gets blasted by Engine's treasured item, which is his umbrella. It just completely incapacitates him. And
he had all the cleaners with him.
Yeah, he had it. Yep, he had. So we where are they? So we got to meet a few more of them. So there was Tamsi, Delman, which is the gigantic dude.
Yeah.
And it was funny because he was like, "It's was it unforgivable with what you did? Hurting another member of our family." And then Tomsy's like, "Oh, shut up!"
Yeah.
But no, they had all the cleaners with them. And then, but of course, being a masochist, and that word came up in this in this episode, and it was kind of funny because when Rudo was kind of thinking back on his childhood, it reminds me of when you're a little kid and somebody says a bad word, and you go up to your parents and you're like, "Hey, what does this mean?"
Yeah.
Hey, mom, what does fuck mean? But he asked his guardian, because the kids were saying, "What are you, a masochist for? Do you like to get hurt?" Because I just kept bullying him. But he asked his guardian, he's like, "What does a masochist mean?" And this dude is like, What did you just ask me?
Yeah.
But this guy Jabber is actually a masochist, and being that type of guy that he is, he was ready to fight all of them and have more fun, even if he was going to get the shit beat out of him. But then another raider was like, "No, let's go on. This is a losing battle now. We need to go back." And then something a comment was made about the type of gloves that Rudo had on. And apparently there's something special to that.
Yeah.
And he said that the boss would be happy to know about that. Of course we don't know exactly what that means, but apparently the symbols on the gloves mean something.
Yeah, I don't know. He said it was from some kind of set or something.
So
we'll
what if there's All right, so what if Rudo's treasured items really is the gloves that allows him to change others into treasured items? What if there's a full like uniform?
That's kind of what I'm thinking it is. It's like just going to be more pieces
And,
to an outfit.
and what if like that is like in the very end like what he ends up obtaining to maybe become the most powerful cleaner, even surpassing Engine and maybe beating the big bad in the end.
Could be, could be.
That'd be kind of badass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting the feeling what that meant. I don't know. We probably won't actually figure out more about that for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to be a 12 or. Whew.
You sleepy?
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be a 12 or 24 episode season, but
Yeah.
if it's 12, we're creeping up on the end. We're on the last like
That's
5 episodes
true.
left.
And I mean, a lot has kind of happened. If you think from like a building perspective, right?
Yeah, I guess. I
And
don't.
what we see from Vigilantes is that most of that was building,
Yeah.
like character building and stuff. So it would make
But
sense to be a 12 episode.
Vigilantes had something in its pocket that Gachiakata didn't, an already established world.
That's true.
So they didn't have to do as much world building because you
That's
already know the world. Because by the time Vigilantes came out, there was already 7 seasons of My Hero Academia.
Yeah. But Kaiju number 8 only had 12 episodes.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And Solo Leveling, too, I think.
I feel like, well, I feel like Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8 did more world building than we've seen so far. Now, again, the season's not over, so I don't know. But, okay, with Kaiju number 8, though, it's a very simple world. It's real life, but just with kaiju monsters.
Yeah.
Whereas Gachiakata is a whole,
This is true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like very different thing. And then Solo Leveling, I mean, that was they did a lot of world building in season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn a lot about like the hunters and all that stuff. And he becomes the Shadow Monarch at the end of that season. So like I feel like they do a lot.
This is true. So maybe it just seems like all the other shows we've been watching have been 12 episode seasons, so maybe that's what they're doing now. I don't know. But either way, I'm hoping that it'll be 24 episodes because there's obviously a lot more that needs to happen, right? And if you look at like fandom and stuff, there's a lot of characters in there. Not just the cleaners. So
yeah, that'd be cool if it could go on for longer than 12 episodes because we're gonna be out of things to watch soon.
yeah,
Like
well,
5 weeks,
yeah.
or at least of what's currently running anyway.
But then season 8 of MHA should come out like once we're about finished with this.
Yeah, and that's usually a longer season
because that's like I think mid-October.
Yeah,
So
they usually do over 20 episodes.
yes, so that'll be awesome. But what did you think before we move on of these past few episodes of Gachiakata? I know I did most of the talking. I'm sorry,
But
but
you're good. I mean, it's fine. I like them. They were entertaining. I like seeing. They got cool character designs and everything, and
it's very like I
very
think
grunge.
Grungy, like crude,
Yeah,
like messy, which is something I guess you would expect from like a Fallout-ish like environment.
yeah.
Kind of like a Wasteland or Mad Max.
I liked the last couple episodes. I just kind of felt like I feel like this little storyline that they had going on with Jabber went on too long. 3 episodes was too much. I feel like they could have wrapped all that up in 2.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't know. I was just getting bored of Jabber. Like he's just I don't know. I didn't love him too much as a character. Cool design, and he's and he was badass. Like definitely stronger than Rudo or Zanka. But
Yep.
yeah, I didn't care too much for him as a villain. He has no substance or like motivation, you know,
Yeah.
nothing to hold on
He
to.
was just a masochist.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he was. He just loved to fight, loved to kill, loved the pain.
Yeah.
Uh, and he was obviously an addict as well to his own drugs. So,
Yep. But now that they're done with him, I am looking forward to seeing what they do next with the next episode.
yeah,
Hopefully they get back on track for me.
yeah,
But
I'm sure they will. So,
you and I look for different things in a show
yes,
too. We almost always have different opinions on an episode of something,
very true.
except for like, nope, even Dawn to Dawn, because I was on that a lot before you
No,
were. So
100%.
yeah.
So that's a good segue. Let's talk about Dawn to Dawn.
Yeah, let's talk about Dawn to Dawn.
So
Also, not their strongest couple of episodes. I'm not gonna lie.
no, but let's just say we kind of knew that it was going to happen because
We did. We knew that going into
it was
it.
the end of an arc, right? The cursed house. So and we know that the leader of what's that family called again?
The Keto family.
Keto family. You know, we know that she's like an alien or something, and she's out there still
Subterranean. They're from below the earth.
Sorry, subterranean.
They're from inside the earth.
We know that she's still out there somewhere. Gigi's still battling to try to keep the evil eye at bay. He now can do like room temperature liquids.
Yeah.
After all that training,
Yeah.
not really cold liquids, or else he's gonna turn immediately into the evil eye. Gigi.
Insane.
So I will say that one of the most badass things, I don't remember, did we talk about this last time? The rock show.
The Rock Show.
Yeah, when they were trying to. Oh yeah, we did. So that group of rockers that came in to basically help expel Evil Eye from Gigi,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was really hoping that they would return because that rock show was so sick.
That was the first of the 3 episodes that we.
Yeah, so we
had not talked about it. Because remember, we have 3 episodes today to talk that we watched since our last podcast.
The whole rock situation I thought was awesome. Like the rock concert to exercise Gigi. That was fucking sick. And that was obviously my favorite part of these last few episodes.
Okay.
Because and even my wife, you know, who was next to me, you know, in bed while she's like playing her games on her phone, she kept seeing like basically like a strobe light effect coming off the TV, and all. She looked back, she's like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Oh, it's just Dawn to Dawn." You know, they're doing a metal show right now.
Yeah,
so sick. But of course, I'm into that kind of music. I know you're not.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
But I was like rocking out, even though I couldn't really hear it that well. But it was still sick. But anyway, you know, they choose to keep the evil eye in Gigi because Gigi's like emotionally attached to this.
Yeah, he
evil eye
really
character.
wants to help the evil eye rather than destroy it.
Because he's got that empath, empath power. You know, he knows what this little child went through before he turned into the evil eye spirit.
Yeah,
it was basically like torture and like isolation, and then got sacrificed.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Like burned at the stake. So yeah, so he wants to help him, even though everybody else is like, that's kind of dangerous and he might kill us. But I guess, I guess we'll try to help you. So they've, you know, been training him to keep the evil eye at bay. Obviously, I know we talked about last episode that cooler liquids, if he gets exposed to them, it will turn him into evil eye. Warm liquids is fine. But he trained himself up enough to where like lukewarm or like room temperature liquids won't affect him now, which I guess is fine. But at the same time, if it rains outside and it's cold rain, he's going to turn to the evil eye. If he gets hit by the rain. So that's definitely a liability in my eyes.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure to live with.
But what we were missing in this past arc, we finally got to see. Yes, Anime Anarchy. We finally got to see, um, what was it? Ira, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and her acro silky powers. Even though I know you said that you weren't really that interested in it, no, not in her powers, but the what they had to go through.
Oh yeah, that last episode. Yeah, I didn't care too much for that.
It was like Mozart,
Yeah, the musical
like
composer villains.
Beethoven. Yeah, it was so to me it was like classic Don to Don random shit. And
Yep.
this is like kind of what threw me off in the first season is just the random shit. And I understand that they do this, but they had these they go into this school. I forgot why they were there. Why the hell were they there?
I don't remember why they were there either. It was just him and Ira and Turbo Granny.
Yeah. But anyway, they were in this like classroom, and then there's these old musical composers, like pictures on the wall, and apparently there's been like cursed spirits attached to them, kind of like you said, like JJK situation there. And they come out and they're like blasting music notes at him that can explode or like freeze them.
Yeah.
And then they basically uh like almost like teleport into this like arena, uh and they like put on like a full-on concert, and then even the symphony number 9, and even these like opera singers come up, like giant opera singers who look weird as hell and
Oh
creepy,
yeah.
and they're like singing in German,
Yeah, they
that
always have the
song.
most interesting like designs for their characters.
Yeah, and then there's like smaller like just random beings like falling out of their mouths.
Yeah, that was great.
It's just so random. But Okarun and Iroh, they did get to work together to beat these guys. I mean, Acro Silky, of course,
Carried most of the weight of the fight.
carried most of the way. She got to jump around. She beat the giant statuesque opera singers. Well, they actually beat up themselves, really,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of funny, especially when the guy like punches the woman in the face. She's like, "Oh!" and then she falls. But yeah. So basically, Acro Silky's just flying around with her hair, and then the giant things are just punching each other, and then that's how they get defeated. And then Okarun finally finds a faster speed and runs towards the composers, and then beats them pretty easily, and that was about it.
So if he can do that consistently now, and that wasn't like a one-time thing, then in theory, he should be above Momo, Acrosilky, and even Gigi in his evil eye form at its base level. Because Turbo Granny was explaining their powers and everything, and she said that all like Gigi, Momo, and Ira were all like 4 switches, and Okarun was a 2 switch, so he was the weakest of all of them.
Yeah.
The move that he did to defeat all those composers was a 5 switch, so that would technically put him above base level Evil Eye Gigi.
True.
Now, when Gigi goes all out in the Evil Eye form, he's a 10 switch, so still twice as strong.
Right.
But like, if Okarun takes him out, like does it quickly and wastes no time, he could, in theory, take down the Evil Eye just 1v1.
Which it seems like what he's doing
Right,
now.
that's what I think. That's why he's confronting him,
Yeah.
just to see, okay, can I, if you bust out, can I just knock some sense back into you really quick before you have a chance to go all out?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So still trying to help Gigi harness Evil Eye.
Yeah.
At the very end of this past episode, it's now Evil Eye against Okarun again. So of course next episode we'll see how that plays out. I really hope that it works.
I can't wait to watch that fight.
I really want Gigi to be able to get a handle on this Evil Eye power, because it's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
because it's so badass. The character design is so freaking cool. Uh, and he is extremely powerful. I would love for them to be able to get a handle on that, because then that would mean, if, with all other shows this happens, the stronger the protagonists get, the stronger the antagonists get, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if they get a harness on Evil Eye's power, then
Something even crazier is going to have to
then the
pop
next
up.
antagonist is going to be that much stronger.
Yeah.
So I really hope that happens. I guess we'll see the next episode, but obviously it's in between arcs right now, so it's kind of hasn't been really as exciting as the first, what, 5 episodes, 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, about 4 episodes.
Uh,
Those first 4 were so good.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I guess we'll see. So an exciting next episode. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Gotcha Yakata, not so sure what's going to happen next, but we know for Dawn Dawn the next one's going to be action packed, which
Yeah,
obviously I
after
really love.
3 episodes of action of Gotcha Yakata, we could very likely be going into another party episode.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we made it back.
Yep, exactly.
So you never
Made
know.
it back to HQ.
Woohoo!
So anyway, and I know we're kind of rushing through these, but like I said, 2 weeks off was a lot. So
But also, not too much like super important things happen for us to talk about in those episodes.
this is true.
Because like with Gotcha Yakata, yeah, it was 3 episodes, but it was 3 episodes of one fight.
Yeah.
You know?
What I think that the most important things happened, at least to the storyline, in Kaiju #8.
Oh yeah, no, for
past
sure.
couple of-
That was the one where like they are cooking right now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making the sausage right now, and the sausage will be done at the end of the next few episodes.
Yes, the sausage.
That's what
will be
my
done
boss
soon.
always used to say.
Really?
Yeah, we're cooking sausage right now.
Cooking sausage.
Yeah, just
yeah.
boomer stuff. So
Yeah, no, Kaiju #8 has been going bonkers. And it could also be because I have a bit of a recency bias towards Kaiju #8 because I just finished the manga also. So
Yes.
like but I'm really big on Kaiju #8 right now. It is so good.
It is very good. Yes, 100%. So
The
here, why
first
don't you start?
Yeah, so the first of the 2 episodes that we had to talk, because there's only 2. I guess does Kaiju #8 come out tomorrow, or did they miss a week?
I think they come out tomorrow. I don't think they missed a week.
Okay, so we're just gonna be a week behind on Kaiju because of like the day that we record versus when it comes out.
I think so.
Okay, gotcha. Well, then I can't wait until tomorrow to watch that episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so in the first of the 2 episodes we had to talk about, the battle against Kaiju #9 had finally started winding down. Kaiju #9 had basically won. You know, he made it seem like, oh, Kafka and Narumi, the captain, that they had defeated his clone or whatever, but actually they were like well, I guess they were clones. They weren't none of them was the real body.
Yeah,
The real one
because
was going.
We were talking about that's like we kind of had an intuition situation.
Yeah.
That's kind of like duplicate.
Yeah.
Because like you keep your real body hidden so that
Off
you never
the battlefield, so you never
actually-
lose.
you
never actually die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was actually, while distracting Kaiju #8 and the defense force, and had their forces all like out in the field, his real body was going to the defense force HQ and was actually targeting the director Shinomiya.
Yeah. Took over the director.
So his goal there was twofold. One was he wanted to absorb the powers of the director's
Kaiju #6.
his Kaiju #2 weapon.
Thought it was number.
No, we'll get to 6 in a minute.
Okay, sorry.
You're
This
good.
past
No, you're-
episode got me confused.
Yeah, because I'm talking 2 episodes ago, which was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. But anyway, so Kaiju number 2 was the director's weapons. It was the gloves that
Yeah.
the power fists or whatever that he used against Kafka in their fight. So he wanted to absorb the weapons and get those powers back, and so basically make Kaiju number 2 back into being a kaiju and not in the hands of a human.
Right.
And then the second benefit of absorbing him was getting all of the memories of the director,
Yeah.
which would include all the knowledge
all
of
the agency
of the
secrets.
defense force capabilities. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, what they can do. That's basically where that episode left off. I think he was fighting off against, he might have been fighting off against like the defense force a little bit with that body, and then retreated because his body goes through a rejection process whenever he absorbs a new person.
Well, yeah, well, we'll say that for one, the battle against the director and Kaiju number 9 was pretty epic.
Yeah.
And he like literally sacrificed himself for his country.
Yep.
He knew he was going to lose, I think. And but he was so close to getting his power core with those punches, but he just didn't do it. And then he got absorbed.
Yeah.
And poor Kikaru, and she, found out, like, it was kind of a heartbreaking moment.
I think if the director had fought Kaiju number 9 in season 1, he probably could have defeated him.
Yeah.
But he just become so much more powerful since then.
Yeah.
He just didn't really stand a chance, unfortunately. And he got off like he got off a full kaiju blast and was trying to do a second one when he got absorbed, wasn't he?
I think he got off 2, and he was trying to do the third one.
Oh, okay.
To actually get his core.
Right.
Because he exposed his core, but he needed to actually like punch his core.
That's what I'm saying. I think last season 2 hits would have been all it took.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And of course, Kaiju number 8 and Narumi were racing to get there, but not fast enough.
Somebody said there's no sound on stream.
There's no sound on the stream. Why? It's showing that there's sound.
Yeah, it's showing us that there's sound.
Hold on, go on your...
I can't.
Oh.
I don't... The Natalie's doesn't have Twitch on here.
One moment, please. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh, yeah, when it's over.
Yeah. It's all right, at least we're recording this. Hello? Why is there no...
What the...
That didn't make any sense.
What the...
It shows that it's coming out.
It shows that it...
Oh, well now it is.
All you had to do was just click that. And it was on, but it's not working. Like, what the...
I don't know. So, all right, thank you for telling us, because it showed... It showed that the speakers were working.
Yo. What the...
It shows that our speakers were working, even though they weren't.
Yeah, the mixer is going, and
Yeah.
it said it was working, but all he did was cut it off and then back on, and now it's working again. That's crazy.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Because we would have just never known.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome. Well, now that we know, we're going to check that next time, each time we record. Yes.
Well, if you're interested in hearing what you missed, the episode with recorded audio will be on YouTube after this.
Yes. So we're actually recording our episode right now with this mic. We're streaming with that mic because we've tried to do both with this mic before, and it causes this echoing effect. So now we have to use 2 different mics, and obviously my MacBook microphone was not working.
Oh, embarrassing.
Even though it showed us it was.
Yeah, it showed it was. Yeah, we'll just need to always check it.
It's all right. Hey, rookie mistake. Okay. Won't happen again. I promise we'll start checking each time. And John, to be honest, we usually do, but since your phone stopped working,
Yeah, we just didn't.
we
I usually check it, but
Yeah.
I didn't have. Yeah.
right.
Oh my gosh.
So cool beans. Thank you. Thank you so much. So
Yeah, so we've been talking
Yeah.
about Kaiju number 8.
yes,
We have been talking about Don to Don and
Gotcha.
Gachi Akata before that, but that's about 40 minutes worth of conversation right there.
Exactly. All right. So, what were you saying about the whole? So we said that Kaji number 9 basically was almost getting beat, and then
Yeah.
especially when Kafka and Narumi came,
Yeah.
he was basically blasted all to hell.
Yeah,
was, like,
so
in
he
half.
so he just had to retreat so that
Yeah.
he could like get used to the new body in
Yeah.
him or whatever.
But with that, as we said, he knows all of the secrets of the Defense Force now.
Yeah, so now they got to come up with new contingencies and like new battle plans that the director never knew about,
Right.
so
Or-
they can catch
or
the kaiju
wouldn't-
off guard.
Exactly. So here comes one of our guys back into the fold. His name's Reno.
Reno Ichikawa.
He was one of my favorites in the first season.
Yeah.
He was like the right-hand man to Kafka.
Oh, you're gonna love where he goes for the rest of the series.
I mean, I'm sure now that I've seen where he's headed.
Yeah.
So they need somebody to take on the power of Kaiju number 6. And they found a rookie to be one of the best candidates for what they call synchronization.
Yeah, and the Kaiju number 6 weapon is supposed to be the strongest of all of the Kaiju weapons.
Because they call him King of the Kaiju.
Yeah, he was the most powerful Kaiju that they fought in like the modern era. You will discover later on there was a Kaiju back in like medieval times that was more powerful than any of the numbered Kaiju they fought. But they'll get into that in their little history lesson later on. Yeah.
So, and guess who defeated Kaiju number 6 when it was rampaging?
Yeah, that was
Kikuru's mom.
Kikuru's mom.
Which is a pretty cool, like, kind of like a circle with the whole family. You know what I mean?
Also, in that effect, Kikuru does not actually have a numbered weapon. I know we thought she did because her weapon has a number on it. It's not. That's just a number that's on her weapon. Like she has.
Is it the same with Narumi?
No, Narumi is using a numbered weapon, a weapon from Kaiju number 1.
What was eyeball?
And his weapon.
Also, both are from.
Yes.
Okay.
But Kikuru is just using an axe that was specially made for her. Just like Hoshina's swords were specially made for him, but they're not made from a numbered kaiju.
Gotcha.
So yeah, her axe is similar. It's like made to be like similar to her mother's weapon, but it's not a numbered kaiju's weapon.
Okay.
It's just a weapon made for her.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God. Okay. Thank God I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. So,
because I thought that too until I read the manga, and then something happened. They're having a conversation, and I'm like, wait, she doesn't have a numbered weapon yet? I thought she has this whole time.
Right.
Yeah, I thought she came in as a rookie with one. Yeah.
Exactly.
But it makes sense that she didn't.
Yeah. So, and also, like, the more you use a numbered weapon, or like a kaiju weapon, the more it depletes your life force. Yeah. Basically. So, that's why they're so worried about Reno, or like his director.
He's 18.
Yeah. And so even his captain of Division 4 is like, I really think you should refuse this offer because you might not make it out of your teens.
And because not only is it just like the strain that it puts on you while you're using it, as a numbered weapons user, you will get deployed to the front lines more than anybody else. So you're going to use it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I know Reno can do it. He's got the the gusto for it, especially with being wanting to be by Kafka's side and wanting to help him with Kaiju number 8, that situation so badly because he promised him that he's basically going to do anything to get out there. But it already looks like it's taking a toll on him.
Yep.
Which understandably it's the most powerful kaiju.
But that was the first time he ever used it.
That's
also.
true.
He's never felt that before.
And it was just the gloves, and it was like he was being taken over. He even saw the face of the kaiju, and he put him in the hospital. Just the gloves, not even the entire suit.
And it's a full suit.
Yeah,
it's a full suit with like a mask and everything. Like
that's gonna be interesting to see.
When you see him in the full suit, though, like what drip?
Drip.
Yeah, insane drip. I'm telling you.
But while that's happening, we finally figured out, what was in like that chamber that was so secret too, which was Kaiju number 10.
Oh yeah.
They kept him alive,
dude.
Basically just his head and spinal cord, but
dude.
So we get this bomb dropped on us that Kaiju number 10 was created by Kaiju number 9.
Yeah.
So we originally knew that he could make kaiju stronger, right? He can like raise them from the dead and make them stronger, like their fortitude.
Yep.
But we didn't know that he could create numbered kaiju, which is obviously a huge issue.
Yeah.
Because they're so freaking powerful that in the history, besides that medieval one, there's only been 10 numbered kaiju, including Kaiju number 8.
Yep, the identified.
So they were specifically powerful enough to be numbered.
Yeah. So what it is, I think the numbered system is based off of like the modern like defense force versus like back in the medieval era, they were named kaiju, like they were given names rather than a number.
Yeah.
So like there's a name for it, and like the defense force wasn't really anything like it is now because they were like samurai and stuff.
Yeah.
But their weapons even then are still made from like kaiju like bones and claws and like and scales and
that's
stuff.
Crazy.
So like
cool.
It still gives them like powers like the modern stuff. Just they can't utilize it nearly as efficiently.
Yeah.
Without the technology. Yeah. But it's. When I can't wait to see that get animated because it'll probably only be like a flashback that's like 5 minutes long in the show, but it's gonna be so hype when you do because it'll be like, what were they doing? Like fighting these things with like swords and bows and arrows,
That's like fucking nuts. But so all the defense forces divisions are now going to have to come together because of this new intel, even though they all like hate each other, specifically Division 3 and Division 1, which is funny because we started out following Division 3.
So I think what that is, though, I think that's more like it's healthy competition. Yeah, they love each other.
But they're turfs. They both share Tokyo.
Yeah.
And so they're constantly like infringing on each other's turfs.
Yeah.
Right. And so there's like a competitive thing, like rivalry there. So I think that's pretty funny and kind of makes it exciting because we know all about Division 3 already. And now we're learning about Division 1. So we're very like closely entwined with both of them.
Yeah, and for the remainder of the show, you're gonna get a lot more of like just like that relationship between like Hoshina and Narumi because like they're both gonna be major players going forward.
Well, so, I love the vice captain.
Oh yeah.
But okay, fan. Let's make some more noise. So anyway, so that's gonna be crazy. And Kaiju number 10 wants to be made into a weapon. And he wants Hashira, that's his name, right? Hoshina. I'm thinking about Demon Slayer.
You're good.
Hoshina is, he wants him to wear it.
Yeah.
And obviously we all probably know that Kaiju number 10 secretly wants to take over his body, right? Because that's kind of what he was hinting to in a sneaky way. That like, I want to be like put out in the field again. I want to fight again.
Yeah, he wants to fight again.
And of course they're very worried that he'll end up taking over his body.
I wish that you had watched Naruto so that I could get. So I don't know. Like Kaiju number 10, you have a good reason to think that he wants to take over Hoshina's body. I think he just wants to fight.
You think so?
Yeah. He's like, I can't believe someone was better than me. I can't
I hope
be.
so. Because it
I'm
seems
the
like
best.
they're going to go down that route.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that you're right.
And I think that even if he does try to take over Hoshina's body, I don't think it would be like, oh, to make him join with the kaiju. I think it would just to do his own thing.
Yeah.
Like to be free of Kaiju number 9's control. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to team up again, but he could try and take over his body, who knows?
Yeah.
And just do his own thing.
But I guess we'll see. But
You're gonna shit yourself when you see Hoshina in the kaiju.
well, I'll be sure to wear a diaper
Yeah.
as Kaiju number 8 goes on.
Yeah.
If I shit myself, I'll shit myself, and
You
I'll
will.
be very excited to if it's that badass.
It's that badass. Well, and think about like how unprecedented it is too, because they said they've never made a weapon or a suit out of a identified kaiju that had like a conscience, like one who
Yeah.
could talk.
Yeah.
So like, and he's still, even in his like death state, can still talk.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And enunciate.
Yeah.
Put actual thoughts together. Yeah. Very smart. That just shows like how crazy Kaiju number 9 is.
Oh yeah,
If
to be
you
able
did
to
in fact
create that.
create
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So more to come on that. Obviously, Kaiju number 9 we know is the big bad of the series, and he just consistently levels up every single time we see him.
That's true.
Which is also unprecedented. So it's just going to get crazier from here. So I'm sure the Kaiju number 8 is still going to be my second favorite anime show ever, behind Solo Leveling.
It probably will, because I know you and I know what you like, and it only gets more and more and more of that until it ends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And it ends on a good note too. Whereas like with Solo Leveling, I think you'll be like, this is a badass ending, but you're gonna be sad. It's one of those. It's like this is fitting, but it's sad. I wish things were happier, you know. But you know, it is what it is.
Gotcha.
Still a good ending. Just
Well,
for some people.
I'll get you a tissue. But we are at time now. I'm sorry that the first 40 minutes were on mute
Terrible.
for Twitch.
That's so terrible.
But this has been recording.
Yep. So you can find this on. You will be able to find this on
Yes.
YouTube.
So give me until Friday. Friday I'll post the actual video, and then we'll have the audio on Spotify and Apple Music, all that stuff.
Yep.
And then you'll get to hear the first half of it. So I appreciate you guys letting us know that was happening, and hope you guys liked what you heard.
Yeah.
And follow, subscribe, because that helps us out a lot. And we're going to keep putting these out every week. So
Whether you watch it or not.
yep, exactly. We love doing it. So have a good one, guys. And
See you next time.
have a good rest of your week.
Bye.